Here we go.
Of course.
Oh,
A
there we
horse,
go.
of course.
Just gonna
Y'all need to see my forehead. There we
adjust
go.
levels a little bit here for a sec.
Check. Mic,
I'll try
check.
not to yell or any.
I mean, you do you. It's all
No.
part of the stream. You want to yell the whole stream? I guess that's your prerogative.
It is your
Nope.
prerogative.
Not gonna do that.
It's your prerogative.
That's right. It's your delicious pastry treat.
Oh, I could have had pierogies for dinner.
Yeah, you could have.
I had Taco Bell.
Ooh. So I saw at Meyer. Oh,
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Colin. Should I wait?
That's fine.
until-
Yeah, we've talked about being in Grand Rapids before.
No, not that. I just I didn't know if you were waiting to do your intro announcement or whatever. I didn't.
This will be
wanna-
like our cold open, and then afterwards we'll be like,
Right.
and it's Slide Night.
So I was in the Meyer up here in Traverse yesterday, and I was looking through all of the, because I sometimes like to get those like dried vegetables for that crunchy chip
Yes.
biz.
Yes.
And they were selling full packs. They were calling street tacos that were like little flour
Yeah.
tortillas with all the jazz, and then a bunch of meat that you would like cook up. That's already pre-cooked, so it's more like warm up.
Street
But for
meat.
like $9, you could make like 10 tacos or something. It looked
They have
really
that for.
solid.
They have other ones for that too. They have like pork sliders. And there was one more. I think it was like a meatballs one. And I haven't figured out their schedule, but yeah, they'll do if you go kind of early-ish in the morning or right around lunchtime is when you can get like a good pick. Early in the morning because that's when you can probably get the red tag stuff.
That makes sense.
And then right around noontime for like actual day of kind of.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was there around like noon or 1-ish, I think. But of
Yeah,
course,
and they
this
go
this
pretty
is the
quick.
new Traverse City Myers, so barely nobody going over in the Acme area, so
Oh,
it's is empty.
keep that up.
That's right.
All right. Well, first we want
Not
to say welcome to Slide at Night. Excited to be back here with my friends, Fight Man, James, and the mess of Jess. Our boy Semmelweiser Seth is in the YouTube comments moderating for us, so thank you.
What?
Thank you, Seth, for taking care of that for us. No, he's just watching. But we're trying to sound legit here.
I know he's obviously moderating, so please
yeah.
feel free to comment with whatever lewd stuff you'd like, so that Seth has something to do. Don't do that.
So anyway, here we are. We took last week off because of the holiday. But we're back. We're ready to go. By the holiday, I mean Iron Banner, of course.
Yes. Yeah, take that week off 100.
I completed it. I got everything done last night.
Did you just
Or Monday night, I
get the-
guess.
I mean, it's the same armor that was dropping from Iron Banner, what, 2-3 Iron Banners ago?
No, this one I think hasn't been reissued in quite a while. Because it's
The ones that were supposed to be kind of like medieval knight look, right?
No, these ones are more like
I thought that's what I saw.
like the hunter is kind of like the snaky looking with all the eyes. It's kind of like hive looking. I don't
know.
I could be wrong. That said, you missed it. So.
Oh no.
Oh no. But we're here to do some strikes. We're here to talk a little bit. Just give you Guardians something nice to listen to while you're slaying the enemies of humanity, you know?
Wait,
Damn straight,
Yeah?
one
Like,
bullet at a
that-
time.
is that what they're called? Is Guardian?
Yeah, just like Space Force.
Okay.
Wait, what did you say, Jess?
Jess doesn't play Destiny. I was just clarifying because Jess doesn't play Destiny and doesn't really watch Seth play Destiny. So
And
True.
speaks in
I
the third
think-
person.
I'm utter noob about it. So.
Yeah. We're all in the third person here, James.
Oh, James didn't know that, but James will try now.
I just gotta
I'm just
fix
having
one
an existential
here.
crisis. It's over.
What's
Thank you.
new?
We're good.
Okay, I think we're ready now. So, do you have all your bounties and stuff you need, sir?
I have filled up my inventory with poopy quests that I will be completed.
Poopy quest. I guess I should see what we need, huh? Ay.
Bet you it's arc.
It's arc. Submachine gun
Hey.
arc.
Okay,
See what we got
I
here.
cannot, as much as I'd love to do Thunder Crash, I don't think that'll be good for all these strike kills I have to get. Sense duration, perfect. That's the one I want.
Go grab a sword. Bring a sword.
Bring a sword.
Sword.
And I'm also gonna slap on my skull fort then.
Yeah, dude.
If we're sword or arcing.
Arc
But otherwise,
sword.
I'm totes ready to go.
Well, feel free to go ahead and launch us. I am sending myself a couple weapons just for funsies.
Funsies. I didn't realize I was the leader.
Oh, you
All
are.
right, let's see.
Well, I've got to host the show, James. So, you know, it's only fair.
Yeah, of course.
No.
What else we got?
All this
Stasis,
hard work.
Singe, and Grounded. It is
Oh,
hard
it's
work.
stasis singe?
Well, it's Stasis and Arc.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
it's just Grounded and then 2 Singes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that makes more sense.
You make more sense.
Thank you, David.
Wasn't a compliment.
Um,
Damn it.
so how are you guys doing? We've had a little time off from the show that we work really hard on, obviously, to produce. What'd you guys do with your downtime?
I got hives.
I'm gonna just go
What's
ahead
a-
and clarify that you said hives.
With a V.
What did it think that? What did it sound like? I said.
It sounded like
You're being a little soft in the mic, and so it sounded like you said that you just got fucking doped up. For the whole time.
Oh,
which would be
Okay, let me
fine
talk
too,
louder.
but
let me talk louder. I got hives, like beehives.
You got with
Yeah, but-
bunches of bees. Is this for the garden? Are you and Seth going to be
No,
planting
What's-
more flowers? Is that
what's the
idea?
word for a beekeeper? What is that profession called?
Oh gosh, it's a apiary.
Apiarist? Apiarist? Okay,
I thought
sorry,
that was
Jess. Please continue.
Yeah, and then I just got some news that like I can't really share, but it has to do with teaching, and I'm literally in a text conversation now that's literally. Well, wait, am I allowed to swear on this?
Yeah.
I mean, I fucking do.
Okay, I literally am just texting my co-teacher saying, "Fuck all of them." Literally, fuck all of this. So.
That's what I'm talking
Well,
about.
it sounds like it's good news. Good.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking pissed right now. I cannot even articulate, and I know that this is going on YouTube, so I can't say it,
Right,
but I'll
right.
put it on the Discord.
Okay.
And I'm so... I can't say anything worse than just, like, fuck this shit. Like, being a teacher during the pandemic, no wonder, like, when they polled... I listened to NPR, and they said that of the teachers that they polled, granted, I have no idea what demographic or
Sure.
where they were getting their information, or who, or if it was just Michigan, or if it was international, whatever. But they said that a quarter of the teachers that they interviewed were planning on leaving the profession at the end of the year. And let me just say, shit like this is the reason that I'm like, you know what? Fuck you too.
Yeah. Jeez. That is
So
awful.
I'll put it in Discord. James,
Yeah.
how are you doing?
I am a little under the weather, but My
What?
week was okay. Mostly just hung out at the house. Let's see, what did I do? Been playing a lot of Empyrean with the guys up here. I did get a very cool new RPG supplement for Mothership. That's a mega dungeon. So
Oh, hell
that's
yeah.
exciting. I'm trying to think if anything else exciting happened. I put in like 10 more job applications. I'm sure I'll
Nice.
hear from none of them, but that's okay.
It's the effort. A for
And
effort.
I'm just keeping my eye on that vaccination schedule.
Yeah, man. That news today.
As soon as I get vaccinated, I'm moving.
Hell yeah. Can't wait.
Teddy! Jesus Christ. Seth! Cat!
Teddy!
I know you're in the chat,
Teddy!
so come get your fucking cat. He's just screaming through the house right now. Okay.
Oh no.
9:20, right? Okay.
Oh, no.
I put it in there.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Otherwise, no,
Oh, of course.
didn't have much else going on with my week. I mean, I didn't know what to do with all the free time since the
Since the show was off the
stream
air.
was off for a
Yeah.
whole week. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, shut down basically.
yeah, it takes
Made
up
a
so much of my
noise.
time commonly.
Made a
Wow.
whirring noise and just.
Jess, I just read that. That is something else.
Yep. Oh yeah, and they're only planning on doing it for select schools.
Hmm.
Guess whose school?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like I know what
Teddy!
they mean by select, and I don't love it.
Yeah, it's fucking words. Words. You just.
Yeah.
Teddy is screaming for me at this point.
Well, I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. And James, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. I think my wife's in the chat. Is that you, honey?
Teddy!
Yes, dear.
Oh.
Teddy!
Hey, welcome to the show.
Oh,
You're usually only on the show when I interview you before we go to sleep.
I know.
Wait,
I'm
that's
already
oh,
dead,
that
so-
happens. All right.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, we don't stream it, but I do interview her. I gotta practice.
It's kind of great.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, I have a joke.
So, before we get too far, I do want to take a moment to thank our sponsor, Varix,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
for everything he does. Thanks, Varix.
Oh, that's so nice.
Varix.
Eric's needs some love. It's true.
He does.
It was
He had
nice of
that-
him to sponsor us.
Yeah. So that said, I'm real tired tonight. Don't know about you guys.
Always.
So we're just gonna do one topic. I know that some of the fun of the show is doing the random questions. I'm not up for that tonight. So we're gonna
Alright.
just chat on one very personal, very in-depth topic.
Ooh, perfect. You know how much I love that.
So our topic for tonight is going to be what two things are respectively your favorite and least favorite thing about your personality.
Oh, you weren't kidding. I thought you were like being kind of jokey about something really personal.
Oh, I'm never
All
jokey about personability.
Yeah,
Wait,
not you.
personality? Personal.
Doesn't
yeah.
matter. You're just not jokey at all.
Yeah, I don't joke.
You are so serious all the time. It hurts.
Yeah, super serial.
I'm bad.
I don't, Katie. I can't even hear what you're saying.
I can vouch.
You can vouch.
Ah.
Oh,
Vouch.
okay. I gotta turn you up so that all of our many listeners can hear you.
All all of them?
Yeah. All
Yeah.
Seth of them.
Mostly it's all Seth of them.
Well,
Hi, Seth.
Discord's frozen,
Seth's
so
coming in from a distant,
you're just gonna be
distant
quiet.
land.
Who are you all on video?
No, I'm not.
I hope not, because I'm wearing a ratty old sleeping shirt and some pajama pants and my stomach's hanging out.
It's my
Wait,
night
you
shirt.
have a shirt on?
I know, this time I have a shirt on. It was just because it's a little cold up here in the upper floors.
I don't remember what I was trying to say. Katie, I got you turned up now. So we can hear you. So, as per usual, I'll jump in just to kind of break the ice here. I think that I'm gonna do this good news first, bad news last.
Okay.
So the thing that I do think is good about my personality is I think I'm pretty good at being like considerate of other people. I don't know. That's a value I have and a thing I try to live by, and I sometimes feel ashamed of it, but most of the time I feel pretty good about it. The thing that or maybe we should go around and have everybody do their favorite and then do their least favorite. What do we think about that?
It's kind of tough because, like, it almost feels like you want to do, I don't know, like the compliment sandwich style. I feel like it would be unfortunate to end with all of us talking about what we don't like about ourselves.
That's a fair point. Okay, so we're gonna do a good thing, a bad thing, and a good thing.
Sure, that'll work too.
What were you gonna
Is
say?
this for a job interview?
Basically, I don't know what I was gonna say. I was trying to think of an appropriate solution or compromise.
I kind
But
of
we
forgot
could
about
start
this.
with-
Asking us to.
We can just start with a good thing. That'll get us rolling. That's
All
a good
right,
idea.
sounds good. All right. Well, James, what's your good thing?
Well, I would say generally, these last few weeks I haven't been feeling it as much. I would say overall, I really appreciate my affability. I'm pretty easygoing as far as most things are concerned, which might feed into one of the things I don't like about myself. But,
Don't they all though?
Yeah, but I would say it's certainly something I appreciate. It's just that I don't know.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
there are
that makes
times when
sense.
somebody could argue that it is a weakness to be, like, not have a particularly strong opinion on particular things, but I don't know.
Yeah, but fuck
I
them.
feel like it. See, that's not affable, Colin.
Yeah, but that's why
Screwed
it's
it up.
your thing.
Right.
You're a
right.
real
Fuck them.
asshole.
Asshole. That's me.
No, I definitely
And-
feel like you're one of the more easygoing and like personable people that I know. What about you, Jess?
Well, thank
Something I like about myself.
about your personality?
Oh, personality. She has a nice personality. Come back to me. Come back to me.
Fair enough.
I'm still riding my like anger wave right now.
Oh, so
Colin,
you're
I have an idea for the
Okay.
for the last thing.
Yeah.
I have an idea for the last thing. We say something we like about someone else's personality.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause that makes you feel good about yourself.
That's a great way to go. Okay, that's what
could
we're gonna
just
do.
it like a round table, so it'd be like, so and so, say what you like about so and so, and then that way we make sure everybody gets hit.
That sounds great.
Anyway, so we'll
Good
come back
job.
to Jess.
Good idea.
That-
Woohoo.
Yeah, just come back to me after you guys. I'll have something by then.
I was gonna say, so you're saying it's your sense of righteous vengeance?
Yeah,
Just
It certainly is what I'd say.
definitely.
Yeah.
I will let others take first, take last.
Katie,
No,
Seth
that's not
says
it. Just
hi.
come back to me.
What?
Seth says hi. All right. So Katie, what is the thing that you value or like about your personality? I know it's hard to
feeling it
pick.
More so in this last in this last week or so, but probably that I'm like grounded, like very sensible.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It just
At
like,
least one of us
especially
has to
with
be.
my mom and sister being the way that they are, like I've just been feeling it a lot this week that like I'm fairly like sensible and responsible.
You definitely are.
I would agree with that 100%.
Which is great for me. Oh man, I'm so tired, you guys. How did I get this tired?
It's your turn, Colin.
No, I already did mine. It's your turn.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, we were all just doing the good things, Jess.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm sure Seth would be willing to jump in and help us.
No, because I'm gonna give Seth his because I don't know if he will contribute from the YouTube comments. So, I think that blah 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 blah. English. I have not been drinking, in case you're wondering. This is just normal. I feel like I am becoming more of an empathetic person to others.
Yeah.
So I feel that, like, empathy is something that I'm seeing might be kind of strong in me. And, relating to others because of it.
Yeah.
Except for my cats right now. Get off the counter.
But do you understand
Sorry.
like why they would want to be on the counter?
Yes, because I gave them special food and one drop of it spilled up there. So,
Empathy.
and now we're
Empathy.
off. All
Empathy.
right. And now
And there's our smudges.
And
I'm
there's
sorry.
our-
I am sorry. Now, my house is in chaos right now. I don't know what's going on.
It's all right. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's my answer.
All right.
Your empathy. Hell yeah.
I want to point out how many kills I got in that strike, James. Did I do-
29
did
is
I
an
do good?
acceptable number if you were a real human being. In fact, it would be a disturbing number and you would go to jail. Does that help?
Good thing
I
you're
would go
not
to
a
jail
real
for
human
killing
being.
aliens.
True. Very true, Katie.
It all kind of depends on what our relationship with those aliens would be, Colin. Don't just other people from the stars. That's
It's a
dangerous.
great point. We're all just people from the stars ourselves. Well, from the rocks
That's right.
around the stars.
We're all made up of a little bit of stardust.
We are. It's true.
Just like
Ziggy
Ziggy.
stars.
Hey,
Hey.
leave my joke alone. All right. Here we go.
All
Strike
right,
two,
all right,
round
all
two. Here we go.
Mhm.
Next question is, what is the thing you dislike about your personality? I feel like I could go on a long diatribe, but I'm not going to, because through therapy, I'm realizing that my own frame of
don't need to-
reference is
You don't need to
It's
say
valid.
it like that.
you don't need to say it like that. Let me tell my thing.
Hey, we're just telling you to love yourself.
Don't
Right.
tell me to
Like
do
we
stuff.
love you.
Thank you. I love you guys too.
You.
I get like
Do
fixated
not
on
play
things.
with the cactus.
I'm sorry. I love it. I get like, I don't know. And some of this is like, some of this is just my biz, right? Like, but I sometimes if I like have an irrational like thought about something that I know is irrational, I still like I can't fucking let it go. Which I assume is fun for Katie and for all of you. Hey, look at me die and kill our whole team.
That's okay. I face planted my motorcycle into a cliff. Don't do that, kids, by the way.
You sound fine, so I mean.
Well, you can just hear me. You can't see me.
Oh. But I mean, like, your face is clearly fine because you're talking, so.
That's the only part of my face.
It's an audio recording.
My
It's like
whole-
Futurama.
There
My
you
whole
go.
just the
face
head.
is a mouth. James, what about you? What's your biz, bro? What's your P biz?
Oh, goodness. Well, like you said, could go on and on, but I would say, honestly, the thing that I find most frustrating is just that I have a tendency to get really excited or really into something for an incredibly short period of time and then just completely lose interest on the follow-through. I'll spend like a whole day writing something, or I'll spend a whole day working on a project, then I'll wake up the next day and I'll just be like, no, that was good. That was enough. That's fine.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. So I have, a bunch of 30% done things just lying around. And I would say that's probably the thing I find most frustrating.
That's
The thing
fair.
I like the least, and the thing I would like to try to solve, or at least adjust. the
Yeah.
most.
I feel like, just to expand on that a little bit, like, I feel like that's a thing that, I don't know, like, a lot of people, it's a thing that I hear a lot of people communicate throughout our culture, that, like, you can't finish things, right? Like, I think we all struggle with that to some extent, but, it is like frustrating when you kind of, I don't know, for me sometimes I give myself the like endorphin rush of completing something by just talking about it with people, and then just don't ever do it. I don't know if
Very
that's the
well.
same type of thing, but
That's, yep.
I hear you, man. Well, I think all of the things you create are great, no matter whether they're complete or not.
Oh, Colin.
I'm serious.
Thank you.
People don't understand this dude's. Anyway, I'll stop gushing. But I'm serious. He's
No,
great.
I
Now
mean, you
shut
can't
up.
see me, but I'm doing that thing where you put one hand out and then the other hand's making the, like, come on, keep coming in more.
All right, Jess. What is the thing that? Yeah, I like how you framed it, James. Like a thing that's frustrating to you about yourself. Maybe is a better way to say it. Is Jess still here? Did Jess have to go take care of her
Yes,
house?
Jess is here.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
No, Jess is still here. I think I'm gonna kind of keep in line with that, and I definitely think that this falls in line with, like,
Thank you.
the first thing I said,
Mm-hmm.
and that is, I just feel things, and I feel them very deeply,
Yeah.
and I get extremes. So, not to the level of, like, I'm not saying that I'm bipolar or anything like that.
Sure.
But I think that, like, when I feel something, it's not like I feel it just a little bit, it's like engulfing me. And so when I, like, get really anxious, it's never like, oh, I'm just a little anxious. It's always like, nope, I'm gonna make a little depression nest on the couch, and that's where I'm gonna be all day.
Yeah.
And, like,
You find that holds true for positive emotions as well?
Yes, and Seth can attest to this that I will get happy anxiety too, but it like destroys my insides.
Yeah.
If you can get the hint from that. Literally, we went to Harry Potter World and I'm standing in line and I was so excited that I was shaking, but I was also like, my insides were being destroyed. So it's like, I feel it and I'm gonna like feel it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, sorry if that was TMI, but
No, not at all.
but that's also like, I think that goes in with, like if I'm upset about something, like if something upsets me,
Yeah.
I just get automatically emotional. Or if I'm trying to have a civil conversation with someone, I end up crying. And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to cry right now, but
Oh God, I hate
I
that.
hate that so
I'm going
much.
to cry,
Like, you're
and I
trying to
cannot.
be,
Yeah,
trying to put forward a brave face. You're just trying to make a point, but your eyes are like, no, fuck you. We're gonna leak right now.
I
You got
hate
nothing you
it.
can say about it.
Yeah. It's the
You're
worst.
gonna
I
make
would
you
get
look
so
Because
mad.
you're crying.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm not sad, I just can't stop it.
It's just like
So,
it's like overwhelming almost.
yeah. So I would say that to go hand in hand with the first thing, like what you said, James, like both a blessing and a curse, is that being empathetic to like people means like when you feel things, you feel it to like your bones. And it's very draining.
Makes sense.
But
Feel it in your bones.
yeah, in my bones.
Look at
Your
the bones.
Your bones or the best organ of the body.
Hey, there he is.
Hey, wait!
You might
Seth
be a
has to
little
catch up.
biased. Though.
Yeah, Seth's got some catching up to do.
Seth,
Sure.
Sorry.
you have
I'm
to
in the
say
call
one
room
nice
actually by
thing.
myself now, so I can use
Good.
my headphones to
Fantastic.
share
Good.
with all of you.
I
You
love
came
that-
just at the right time.
It's true.
Did you get bored of watching me play
Tell us-
really badly?
No, entertaining.
That's better,
I
but
wasn't
I,
judge.
Seth, what's something that you like about yourself?
Your personality.
more
Your
specific.
personality. And you can't
I think one
quote
of the
Emperor's
things I
New
like
Groove.
about Jess is how she makes fun of everyone.
I'm not making fun of it. It's Emperor's New Groove.
Making fun of.
I'm not. I'm just quoting the Emperor's New Groove.
It's true.
It's how I live my life.
The tone of voice just sounded like it was like, yeah.
Um,
I thought that's what you were doing. I didn't know you were.
Okay.
I got the
quoting
reference,
Emperor's
Jess.
I quote it daily, James. Daily.
New Groove.
I'm not hearing that.
Oh.
What? Seth? What?
Oh, there's definitely going to be some
Seth.
latency
There we
to
go.
the stream, by the way.
Oh, now I can hear Jess. Apparently she was completely muted on this.
Oh, that's convenient.
Are you making fun of me?
No, I think it was convenient that it cut out exactly when I was saying that you have to say what you like about your personality.
Well, there has to be things to like to.
Hey, hey,
Seth?
we all made it happen.
I
All right,
don't
Seth.
Three.
all these nice things about you.
So,
It's true.
what's your thing? We need one thing that you like and one thing that you find frustrating about your personality.
I like that you find frustrating because that certainly there's a plethora of things to pick from. I don't know. Maybe I'll go really. It's like super meta, but I guess the thing that I like about my personality and that I don't like, the thing that I like is I think I see all sides of most things, and I spend
Yeah.
a lot of time not like putting me in a super powerful omniscient place, but I tend to really try to analyze things from a multifaceted perspective, and there's a lot of reasons in my upbringing for that. But
Sure.
I like that I do that. I guess I'm biased. I think it allows me to connect well with people, even if they're really different from me, and if they may not otherwise be the easiest person to connect with.
Sure.
It ain't biased if it's true.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work, but you know.
I got it. I got it.
I liked it a lot.
I think the thing that I don't like, though, and this is where it gets meta, is probably the same thing, because, like, in seeing all sides of things, I see the side of it being negative that I tend to see all sides of things, and not in the sense of like playing devil's advocate or anything like that kind of seeing all sides, but it can keep you removed from things to some extent, like without psychoanalyzing myself. I'm a relatively distant person in general, and it's a complex thing, but part of that is because if you spend time floating between lots of different perspectives, you don't ever like super strongly identify with one.
Yeah.
And it means that, to quote a great philosopher, Ent from the movie Lord of the Rings, when nobody's on your side, or what is it? No, I'm messing up the quote.
I'm on
I'm not
nobody's
on
side.
anybody's
Yeah.
side because nobody's on my side.
Yeah.
And so, not as the
Little
emo of a
Tory
sense of
beard.
it, I guess, but like, I think it's a weakness that at times I'm a little bit distant, and it's not my intent, because I love people, and I am very I feel strongly about the people in my life, but I then just always am a little bit removed from them on some level. So
That makes sense.
yeah,
Thank you for sharing that.
of course.
I
Thank you guys for
definitely-
sharing. I'm so glad. There's so many nice things I want to say about all of you as well. So I'm glad to hear you say them. You got some of them.
I definitely hear you on, like, I don't know, like, it seems like to have any kind of, how do I say this? A lot of times we try to like find our tribe, right? Like who we identify with, and unfortunately sometimes those identities can get caught up with some bad ideology, even in like healthy identities. And I don't remember where I was going with that, but so like sometimes I found that like you might like see yourself as part of a group, right? But then like you find out like, oh well, this conclusion that I've come to about this political thing or this like worldview thing doesn't necessarily jive with what the rest of this community thinks 100%, and like sometimes it makes you feel a little, I don't know, like arm's reach a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh no, our guy's dead. And that guy is you.
And that guy is me. All right, I don't think we heard. Did we hear from Katie
didn't
yet?
hear from
about
Katie.
We
no.
did not.
Huh.
Your
Oh, I
turn,
just
honey.
shot another one in my face. Colin, help!
Oh god. Oh
This
no.
is something that I don't like about my personality, right?
Something you find frustrating
the-
about your personality.
Frustrated too. Yeah.
Something that I'm working on.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great way to say
Yeah,
it.
it's
In
a healthy way to
process.
frame it. I like it.
Mine is kind of the inverse of Jess's good thing. Where I sometimes, not that I like can't be empathetic, it's not that I like lack empathy, but it's not my go-to. Like, it's not the first thing that I naturally go to, and it makes me a little insensitive sometimes. Like, sometimes I will have said something already, and then then the empathy catches up, and I'm like, oh, that was a terrible thing. Should have put empathy before I said that.
It's hard sometimes, like we're all our own worst critic. I think that's true of most people, to be honest. But it's hard because like we have this very short period of time to figure out how the hell we're supposed to like talk to people and relate to people, and like all the while we're doing that, the world is changing, culture is changing. I don't know, I feel like the best thing we can do is just like try and be aware of that stuff, right? I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
That's why I phrased it as like, that's the thing that I'm working on.
Yeah,
It's the thing
exactly.
that I'm working to become more aware of so that I don't do it as much.
For sure.
And
Katie, you can have some of mine and I'll have some of yours,
there
okay?
you go. A good trade.
A fair trade.
Like some of your like
Trade.
empathy and deep feeling, and you can take take some of my like compartmentalization skills.
Yes. Because that would do me very well right now.
You know, it's funny, and I like the reframing of like something you're working on or something that frustrates you, because as I'm thinking about each of the things that you listed, they had something positive to you as well, like in a
Yes.
different way. And I don't mean to diminish the like, oh well, you know, obviously it's a frustrating thing and something to work on, but it's interesting how it can also contribute to being funny, to being, you know, bringing new things in every day. Just like different things. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, like nothing is binary, in my opinion, in most situations in life. Like everything exists on a continuum, and something that might cause you frustration or disappointment in some way may also be tied into a really good thing about you. That's a really good point, Seth. All right. Is it time for us to do our last strike and just gush all over each other?
There you
Oh.
go. Wonderful.
This better be too damn sweet, or I'm taking my money back.
You know, I guess we can all take solace in the fact that probably all of us are gonna feel very awkward being
Yeah.
complimented.
Yeah, this is another thing we're all working on about ourselves, is taking
Because
Gonna
I,
disconnect. See you guys.
We still talk
No,
about you.
recording
You don't
for
have to
you.
be here.
You gotta leave your beautiful face here. Your handsome, smooth, wonderful face.
hey,
Oh,
that
It's
is
a-
my face
it's a
and my
great face.
ass.
I don't
So
think
hands off.
you get to claim a person.
I just did.
Oh,
I don't know how to feel about
uh-huh.
Well, there it is.
Stay out
Well,
of this, Seth.
Seth, you are my favorite piece of meat, apparently.
Stay out of this, Seth. I'm fighting for your honor.
Stop objectifying Seth.
That's honor.
God, how many times have you had to say that? You know?
And just all day, every day.
Too
it
many.
every day.
You guys just
Too
can't
many.
get enough of him. I get it, okay? But we
So
gotta keep
now we're
this
doing the
PG-13.
thing that we said we were going to do, but as a joke, and maybe I guess we should do it as a serious.
We should. All right. I think that we should go in reverse. I think we should go in an order that doesn't include me. So
No.
it just feels really weird.
Just gonna, Jess, we're gonna get you out of the way.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was gonna
let's get
say,
Jess
like,
out of the way.
You compliment one person, and then they get to choose who to compliment next, and you just can't do somebody who's already been done.
Why do
I was thinking we were gonna do one person and then everybody says something.
Oh,
That's what I
Yeah.
thought you were saying, James.
Ah, well, that's even better.
Yeah.
Katie, I
Alright.
like how you take my ideas and make them much better. That's what I like.
All right. So we're starting with Katie.
that's a cop out?
Sounds good. All right. Katie, one thing that I super appreciate about you, besides all of the other things that I'll spare our listeners,
Oh no.
you're like one of the most chill and you kind of talked about this a little bit, but I don't think that you hit it enough. Like, you have like a balance to you, and I think that you really shine in situations where you have to like think critically and like keep yourself from like being swayed by other people or your surroundings or your emotions. Like, one thing I really respect about you is that you try to be objective as possible. That's my thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You're also really cute. Don't tell anybody.
I'm gonna tell everybody.
He asked us not to.
I don't follow directions. That wasn't my strength.
No.
That's
not.
why you became a teacher?
To give the directions, not take them.
Yeah, exactly.
Do as I say, not as I do. Right. That does
Alright.
seem
To truly
appropriate.
get in the minds of the children who don't follow directions. You know?
It's not hard. It's really not hard.
So we're talking
I'll
about
go
Katie,
next.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jess is going next. Here we go.
I'll go next. I think that. Oh God! Now I'm getting all weepy. I'm sorry. God,
It's
I told
okay.
you I feel too
It's
deep.
okay.
It's okay.
It's okay to feel bigly. That's a good thing.
Hugely.
Yes, that's true. I think during this pandemic, I think I've just missed you.
Oh,
I've missed you too.
I feel that you're one of those people who helps keep me grounded and helps me level those spikes of feelings to keep it at a functioning human level. And you know what I said was true so many years ago, that you're kind of like the Ginny to my Luna. Because you're headstrong and you're a go-getter and you're somebody who just takes the lead on it, and if someone's not gonna do it right, fuck it, I'll do it because I know it's gonna get done right.
that's
And
true.
whereas sometimes I just kind of spiral around like doing fuck knows what, you keep that focus and realign me. So I've missed you.
Too.
It's really sweet.
Yeah, I'm a little misty-eyed now.
Yeah.
It's very heartfelt and adorable.
Yes.
And also
Thank
not
you.
fair, just totally stole mine.
Her word.
That is very sweet. Oh,
It's just what I do, you know? I take your heavy situations and I make light of them before I think about what I'm saying.
But I need that, because otherwise I just continue and
And
it just doesn't
sensitively
stop.
make light of your heavy situations.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not. All right, James.
well, yeah, I
Compliment
got to
my
admit,
wife.
so like, I have to start by just saying, and I don't want to sound like I'm invalidating, your own frustrations, but like, to hear you say that you're worried about saying the wrong thing surprises me so much, because to me, you've always kind of seemed like the person who I can kind of look to be the voice of reason, to say the right thing, to commonly consider most aspects of a particular scenario before opening your mouth. So it was quite a surprise to hear you feel otherwise. I mean, That's something I super appreciate about you. I don't want to say it's like you're just so mature, but there is definitely an element of something akin to that. That I just
Definitely.
I don't
I've
know.
offended so many people that I'm finally learning to filter myself.
Well, anyway, I would say definitely the thing I appreciate most about you is just that you have such a good mix of humor and like down to earthness, and it's not. I don't know. I don't feel like it's that common that I find that in people, because normally if they're funny, they're also a little unstable.
Crazy.
Are you
Yeah,
calling me
unstable.
unstable?
No, Luna, not at all. Why would I call you that?
I feel that I'm being called out right now, and
Yeah.
No, honestly, truly, that was not an attempt to call
I
you
know.
out.
I'm just pulling your leg.
Don't. That hurts.
All right.
Okay, nope. I'm
Guys.
Seth, you're up, my friend.
that.
Oh, I think he's out.
Oh, is he gone?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Think I'm done?
Oh,
I
good.
was
Oh,
kidding.
good.
I'm not.
Oh, he might.
I don't know.
Oh, there he is.
I mean, I could go, but I don't actually have a console, so I would be lying. I mean, it's. I don't know. Maybe it seems superficial in the scheme of things, but like, Katie is hilarious, and I know that sounds like a really just generic thing to say, and I think everyone in our friend group is funny. Maybe it speaks to me, and this is kind of where I was going off of when you said you lack empathy. I think your humor is so on point, at least for what I find funny. And I think that your lack of empathy, as you called it, I don't ever think it's from a place of like, oh, like she doesn't care about people, or like, it's not. It's more of like you just observe things as they are, and you bring a sort of dry humor to it that I love. And so, playing Cards Against Humanity or anything else, like reliably, I will end up picking what you played almost every time, I've noticed, because you're just
That's
really,
true.
really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I
Like,
100% agree.
so you just you make people laugh, and that's awesome in a fun, like, smart way. It's cool.
Because of that, it's like really, like you feel really accomplished when you make her laugh. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
super
Laugh at
accomplished
everything.
if I can get Katie to laugh at a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. I feel like, how do I say this? So, like, poking fun at people is kind of a love language for you. Sorry, I'm doing more
Yeah.
things. Okay. Anyway, I'll tell you later. So, I think that means
Oh,
that,
oh my.
based off the rotation, I think that Seth is up. So,
Oh, this is horrible.
I would. It's not horrible. It's
Real
horrible
quick,
for each
game
of us.
thing.
Yeah.
Colin, it was Solar Singe, not. Not.
Oh my.
So we have to do 3 still again. Anyway, okay, back at
All
it.
right. Seth, I've like told you this before, but I don't know. I'm gonna keep banging this drum. I think that you like somehow managed to blend probably one of the deepest intellects of anybody that I've met in my life, with like a really, really heartfelt passion for other human beings, like both your friends and complete strangers to you. And I don't know, like, yeah, of course that means like being a doctor is a perfect fit for you, but it also, I don't know, like the way that you handle social situations that are like tough to navigate, and the way that you talk to people in ways that like makes them feel comfortable, right? Like I've listened to you talk to many different people about many different topics, and James, I could have revived myself. I completely just got caught up in talking. you always communicate in a way that is accessible and meaningful to the person you're talking to, I guess is what I want to say. I just
That's a
got
really
rolled.
good way
Thank
to
you.
put
It's very kind.
It's a really good way to put that.
All right, who's next?
I'll
Yeah,
jump in on this
Because
one.
I mean, just like
Okay.
backpacking off that, it's like, oh shit! Now I've lost the word for it. It's I'm sorry, I'll have to pass it to somebody else while I think of this one word that I thought of that really encapsulated my idea. So I'll be back in a sec.
Okay. So, Seth, you have like the most disarming personality I have ever encountered. You somehow just upon meeting people, you just see them. And I don't mean
Yes.
like you just have a way of not seeing people's flaws, so to speak, but to understand how they work. You it takes maybe 5 minutes of talking to you and you seem to understand how people work, and then you cater to that, which makes you just the most comfortable person I think I've ever hung out with.
Yes.
You're just very accommodating in that way, and also not in a fake way. People can be accommodating in that way, in that they're social chameleons and they kind of do what everybody else is doing, but that's not what you're doing. You very much just accommodate other people's personalities while still staying true to yourself, and I have no idea how you do that, but you do it really well.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I'm a creeper in my mind, so
You have
Maybe I have
definitely
no
never
insight into
ever
this.
gotten that sense from me.
No.
You hide it very well,
good.
Seth.
Yeah.
Well done.
You really
That might
disguise
be
it.
an internal thing, because yeah.
I'm sure we'll find the skin lampshades in your basement someday, but that day is not now.
But I mean,
If you find them,
50-50, that's an art
probably
project.
not his.
Yeah.
if you find skin lampshades in our house, don't look to me. That's for sure.
They're
Seth is just like, I've
probably
washed
not
my
his.
hands of this.
It's Teddy, for sure.
It's Teddy.
Clearly, the monster.
I mean, really, if we're going based on cats, it's probably George's.
Yeah. True. Okay. Jess, why don't you tell us what you love about Seth?
How much longer do we have on this podcast?
As long
Averageness,
as we
really.
need.
We've got
Yeah,
3
as
nights
long as
this
we
week,
need.
so
Oh, perfect. Okay, so let me section out Wednesday and Thursday at least. Seth. I have to be careful because I don't want to accidentally start giving my vows here. So for everybody at home, Seth and I are engaged, so there you go. Sethery.
Is that your actual name, Seth?
No, it's not. It's what I call him in my country slang.
Sethry. Sethro Toll.
My nickname.
Sorry.
Like, yeah, it's
It's
longer
a-
than my real name, so it makes it kind of weird.
Where do I start? I love that you are probably one of the smartest people I've ever known and will probably ever know. But you never make people feel small
Yes.
when you are conversing with them. And as Katie said, you have a welcoming personality that shows that you're gonna be kind of like one of those, well, if it was much different culture, you'd be like one of those wise old elders that the entire village just goes to seek some kind of spiritual wisdom.
Seth, you can
But
be
you're
my
humble
wise old
about it.
elder for sure.
That's true. Post climatological collapse, when we all have to break into tribes again, I think we know exactly what
yeah.
we're going to be doing.
Growing a lot
Exactly.
here, people will come seeking my ancient Singaporean secrets.
You don't, even if you were someone, which is also why you're going to be a wonderful pediatrician, that even if you are trying to explain it to a child, you would explain it in a way that they would understand and feel very confident in understanding. And that's only one of the many reasons that you're going to be a great doctor, but that's a very big one, to make no matter who you're talking to feel like you're equal and not like somebody who is above or beneath you.
Yes.
You have a magnetic personality that I have witnessed on New Year's Eve trying to drive to our parents, and some random guy outside of the gas station feels like he needs to share with you about the new glasses he just got. And like, just complete strangers will come up to you and feel like they can share something with you, even if it's just something as mundane as, I got new glasses, here, look at these. Like, that complete strangers can feel that welcome and that kind of magnet personality. But I also love.
To be fair,
that
they were really sweet glasses.
You don't even remember, and I don't either. You are encouraging to me, even with my really weird, crazy ideas. Like when I was like, Seth, I want to stream Animal Crossing. You were very supportive of it, which I think would make a trait for an excellent father, because you would be encouraging no matter what. Kid wants to shave their head or grow a mohawk, yeah, let's do it. I come to you and say, Seth, I need you to help me dye my hair. Yep, let's do it. And that adventurous spirit, and the last thing, and then I'll stop. I'm sorry, I can just go on and on and on, I swear. The last thing is that you brought about something that I thought that I wasn't gonna get back, and that's like the ability to like physically show affection, because I'm not a touchy-feely person. I'm not a huggy kind of person, and yet with you, I feel that you get to be the exception to that, because you're my Seth. So you showed me that it was safe to have that love language again.
You guys are
And
so
I'm done.
sweet. Oh my god. Thank you for sharing.
James' turn.
Yep.
Earnest was the word I was looking
Yeah.
for. I gotta be honest, like, there is just, it's a tough call. It was a tough call, but I would say I definitely landed on just the fact that there's probably very few other people that I could ever bring. Maybe what's a better way to phrase this? Speaking to you, Seth, it does not feel like I need to ever worry about you telling me how to be an adult. It's like you trust me to already be the person I am. So
Yeah.
nobody's gonna you're not gonna like tell me how I could do things better unless I ask for that input. Like, if I tell you about a decision I made, I do not feel at all judged about the decision I made. It seems as though you just trust me to be the person I am, and that I have made decisions that I think are best for me. And I know that if you truly, I also know, frankly, that if you truly felt there was something that you needed to talk to me or anyone else about, I could trust you to just be direct and forthright about it. Like, there wouldn't be this guessing game where I'd be like, oh, is Seth mad at me? I would just know. I would just know if something's up because I trust. You're the kind of person it's so easy to trust that you would just be forthright and earnest with me about what you're feeling and what you think. And I just really appreciate it. It's very refreshing to have a strong relationship with someone who they just feel like they believe in me, and that's really nice.
Absolutely.
So I find your earnestness and your belief in the people in your life to be very inspiring.
I just want to keep doing this.
Thank you, everybody. No.
Just pile on Seth.
I can still go if you need me to. Like, I got a lot of things I can talk about.
Well, speaking of you going, I think that it's time for you to go.
This is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can go. Yep, it's fine. Okay, bye, everybody. Have a good night.
You got to be careful, Jess. If you leave, we'll just bring it to the Discord group and we'll have everyone do it.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
So
No.
it's either here or there.
And we'll be in writing.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, it's still going to be recorded for the stream, so it, look at my 31 kills. So what I want to say is, because as with all you guys, I feel like there's like a list of a ton of things I could say. One, Jess, I've known you for so long now, like for the vast majority of my life we've been friends. And I think on top of the fact that I've always thought, like, I've always really just respected how much you believe in the people that are around you.
Yes.
You also see the world in a way that I think is really like beautiful. You've always seen beauty in things that are hard, and I don't know, like you have an eye for not just creative things, but like relational things and projects that are meaningful, but also like art. They make you like consider like maybe a different perspective that I feel like I learned a ton from you when we were teenagers, and I was like, I don't know, like very much up my own asshole for a while, and you were just like friends with people who were different than you, and in a way that I like kind of wasn't. And I don't know, I'm just going on and on and on, but your like openness to the world, even though like you're acknowledging that parts of the world are hard and can be painful, has always been something that I respect.
Is it my turn?
Oh yeah.
Hmm?
Hop on in.
Jess is the most generous person in the whole world. And I don't just mean like whenever I want to start like a house project, you're always just like, yeah, gung ho, let's do it. You want to paint your entire house? I'll come over with my painting supplies. Like, you wanna build a fireplace? I'll come help. You wanna like tile a floor? I'll come do it with you. Like, not just that, like you're the most generous person with your time and your affection, and I don't mean like physical affection, but like Colin said, you believe in people and you invest in people, and I always feel like when we're talking, you're in 100%, always. Like, you are, whatever we're talking about, you are in, and like, that always feels so good. Like, whenever I'm hanging out with you, I just always feel so supported and so good. Whether it be, like, DIY projects or just, like, talking, you always make me feel very good. And that's a rare quality.
All right.
I'm still
Who's up?
here. Thank you guys.
I mean, I can kind of piggyback off of that. When we make jokes, when we have fun, it's you pick up the ball. It doesn't matter how ridiculous the premise is. You just jump in, like Katie said, 110%. You're there. You're in. You know, we're gonna make jokes about earwax candles or whatever the hell that was. Like, boom, you're in. You're done. You're ready. And I don't know, there's an enthusiasm for, I guess you could call it almost an enthusiasm for life, right? There's just like, you just have something infectious about the way that you treat people, and it's not a bad kind of infectious. And I don't know. I just really, really enjoy spending time with you. And like, I can just think about, we were in that art class back at NMC, and I barely knew you, and I don't really feel like we chatted or really connected too much during that class. But then when you moved to GR, it was just like I don't know, I felt like you immediately accepted me as a part of the group, and that was kind of a big deal to me. Like, it felt like I had more people than just Colin and KC down there, and it was just really cool. It was just really great. And
Yes.
so that's certainly one of the things I most appreciate about you. It's just you're in it 110%. You're there for it, whatever it is. And I think that's pretty great.
Absolutely. All right, Sethery.
Yeah. Well, I should throw out Jessie Lynn.
There you go.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody paying attention. We're learning their passwords here.
No.
Music duo name.
Okay.
Sethery
He
and
pulled out
Jessie
middle
Lynn.
name. I didn't pull out middle. No. His
Wait,
full
is
one
Lynn
is
your middle name?
Lynn is my middle name. No, his full one is Sethery Bradley.
Sethery Bradley.
Oh yeah, because your
Sethery
dad's name.
Bradley.
Your dad is Brad. You got a Brad dad.
He is, yeah. I do.
Got a Brad dad.
That's right, 'cause your dad is my mom's teacher.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's a different topic for a different day.
Yeah, that's complex layers there. I mean, Jess is pretty okay, right? Like,
Yep.
Well, somebody had to say it.
she knows that's like a Kenterism, I guess, is that part way of it. But no, I mean, Jess obviously is amazing. Like, we all know this. It's undeniable, as you said. She certainly is unlike anyone I had ever met in my life, which is great because there were questions for most of my life about ever being able to find another human being that I could feel absolutely safe with and be vulnerable and be myself, as flawed as I am in many ways, despite all the fluffing that I was given earlier in this conversation. I'm trying to find the right way to phrase it without going like TMI and centering it on myself, but I have a very busy mind. And I spend a lot of time worrying about things and getting caught in cycles, and I have spent much of my life in that hell. And Jess is the only person I have ever known that I can turn things off, and that I can just be myself and feel absolutely safe and absolutely loved, and like I have someone who just makes everything better, everything funnier, everything warmer. just makes life worth living, and not in like in a weird sense, but like all the things I had hoped for out of life, that, you know, everything is better when you're sharing it with someone you love. I think Jess, everyone says that about their partner, but Jess makes it easy for all the reasons you guys are talking about. Like, she is in with such depth of emotion in everything you do. Like, it can be something silly, it can be something serious, and she jumps in with so much heart, and that she never cuts it off. She never limits it. She never stops it. It's always everyone around her, every situation. She's always thinking about them and what she can kind of do to connect with them. And I'm rambling. She's amazing. I mean, she has a bigger heart than anyone I think any of us have probably ever known.
Yeah.
And it's not for any reason other than because she just cares about people. She wants people to be themselves and kind of be their best self and be happy, and for her to help them, you know, on the way.
Yes. Man, that's so real.
There's so many reasons to love Jess. There's no one else in the world that I would rather spend my time with.
You guys are so cute. Just great. Just fantastic people. Thank you guys for
She's
sharing
hilarious
that.
too. She's like, I have to say this as well. Like,
Yes.
As I appreciate humor, and you're all so funny in different ways, and I love the fact that Jess can stop a conversation with some sort of like horribly dark, awkward, hilarious something. Like that's
Every goddamn time. It's wonderful.
That has
Every
happened so many times.
And it takes a special way to do it in someone where your immediate response isn't like slowly back away from the person, but like,
Yes.
dodge
It's
them.
like,
You're
that
oh,
was
you're
fantastic.
Probably different. Like, that was fantastic. Jess has mastered the art of that. No one else
Yes.
can.
That's so real.
Thank you.
Oh,
All right, I think it's time for Brother James.
Oh no.
So
Yes.
I feel like I could make lists for all of you guys that would be super long. But James, one thing I want to talk about, something that's like that I feel was really meaningful in my life, that I think that you like help me with, I guess, is just like I feel like when we became friends, you were always like real with me. Like, you never sugarcoated if you thought that like I had a bad take on something, and I had a lot of bad takes on things. But also, like, as we got closer, you kind of helped me understand like what it means to be like vulnerable in like I don't want to say like a masculine way, but like to be willing to like bear like your real self with somebody when that is not culturally like necessarily acceptable to do. And I really feel that for all the things that are great about our friendship, that is a thing that like had a real lasting impact on my life. Like, I know that I can come to you and I could talk to you about literally fucking anything that ever happened to me, and I certainly hope that you feel that same comfort. But I don't know, you are just such a genuine person, and I have so much respect for the veracity. Seems like a fluff word, but I can't think of the word that I'm trying to say.
Described as voracious. That's great.
That I feel like you bring that to the world, and I find it very meaningful. So Thank you for
You're
that.
right. This sucks. I hate it. Thank you, my friend.
Up and down.
Shut up and feel the love.
Ugh.
I feel very much the same, my friend. I absolutely can come to you with anything.
All
So
right.
Finley just gave a growl that he's not able to tell you how he feels.
Oh,
I love you too, buddy.
we know how he feels about you, though. It's okay.
In reality, I don't think you really realize what a natural social linchpin you are.
Yes.
Like whenever you're in a group, you are the common factor. In like you can put any personalities in a room and you could lead the conversation. Like
Yes.
you could like make everyone have fun so naturally. Like whenever you're here for like New Year's or anything like that, I don't know why, but I constantly just like refer to you for where the night is gonna go. Like I'm always like, let's sing more, dude. That always sounds fun. Like what are we gonna do, James? Usually it's just quoting The Office and having a great time, but sometimes it's D&D stuff, and sometimes I don't know. You're the natural DM of life sometimes, and it's really great.
That's Twitter bio material right there, just so you know.
Yes.
I love that descriptor so much. The DM of life is fantastic.
Like just social DM. You're just like everyone just kind of naturally follows you.
Yes. That's so true.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I have no idea. It doesn't feel that way at all.
I
That's
think you did, because
really
I just like
touching.
it's something that I've always felt around you.
Yeah, like if our social group was a seafaring vessel, I'm pretty sure James would be the captain, and I've felt that way for quite some time.
The captain. My goodness.
Like de
Captain
facto though. You
James.
wouldn't like step up and like I'm the captain. Everyone would just kind of look to you to like, what do we do now?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. Gosh, that's wow. That is a completely different perspective on myself that I've honestly I've never heard. That's really touching. Thank you, Katie. It's really good to hear.
I'll go.
Jess is about to go 100% on you.
Yeah, 100%. I
And
warned
okay.
y'all at the beginning of this. I feel
did?
things and I feel them deeply, and I
Yeah.
can't turn it off.
And it's
So,
beautiful.
I think that James, you are like a sunflower.
Delicious.
Because no, listen.
I am
Sorry,
listening.
sorry,
You're right,
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Because you have, for a few reasons, but you have a way of seeing things and seeing people that aren't normally seen, which I think is what makes you such a very creative person, because you see these things that others don't, but you also see people that might not otherwise stand out. So kind of like when you said that we had that art class together, and I mean, I was just not even aware of the class. I didn't even know that I had you and KC in it. Like, I was just in my own little depressed little sunshine world. So I mean, I was just not even aware of who was in my class with me. And for you to say that, like, I remember having class with you and, you know, we didn't really talk, but I remember you being in there. That even though I hardly spoke in any of my classes and I stuck to the side, that you still noticed me. And I think that goes into the fine details that you put into your creative work as well, whether it's DMing or if you're writing. You think of these little things that others might not notice.
Yes.
And you find a way to shine light on it and draw attention to it like a sunflower. So, yeah.
Now I'm getting all teary. God damn it! It's really hard to kill monsters with fucking wet stuff in my eyes.
It's okay. You're still gonna do better than me in this strike, so don't feel too bad.
I'm definitely gonna have to like latch on to that sunflower imagery though. I like that a lot.
Hell yeah.
That's really cool.
But hopefully you don't get stuck in people's teeth.
Yeah, I suppose.
We
that
just
would
want to
be-
eat your seeds, man.
Oh God. That sounded way more sexual than it
no.
needed
Yeah,
to be.
Oh, no.
yeah, I did not think that
no. All right, Seth.
All right, moving on.
On to James's seed.
There we go.
Nope.
It's a good thing this channel would never have been monetized anyway.
I mean,
Maybe
people.
I'm sorry. I'm done.
People have touched on it. I guess obviously, like, the creativity goes without saying, right? Like, you are the most creative person I have ever met, and you view things and are able to turn them into entire fantastical worlds and ideas. And I think what's even better about it, that's so unique, is you do it to, like, incorporate the people around you. And so you're not even just doing it on your own, like, you do it for others. You center
Yes.
others in this gift of yours of seeing things other people don't see, which kind of like what Jess was saying, both in reality and then also translating that skill into these fictional worlds and just these experiences that we are so lucky that you choose to share with us, because
Yes.
it is absolutely a gift and just so remarkable. I think it's almost like the easy one to pick, that your creativity is a gift and amazing and the most creative I've ever seen anyone. I think another thing, what's
Yes.
that? Endlessly entertaining, yes. It's also, I think you, like Colin was touching on, you are one of the most authentic people that I have ever known as well. And I absolutely love that about you. Like, you are never someone that I ever need to worry, or I think any of us need to worry about not getting James and like James's thoughts and James's reactions. And, you know, if you want to say like, I throw that back at you, it's because like, you're the perfect James. Like, there's nothing about you.
Yes.
Like, you're James all the time. And that's perfect. Like, I don't think any of us could ask for more than you being James, because you're true to that. And that's amazing. It's
Title of your sex tape, by the way. James all the time.
It's like, it's not to say, you know, that there aren't things that you think about yourself that need to change or whatever. Like, that's fine, because you still own that, and it's just
Yes.
part of who you are and what you share with us. And so I love you say what's on your mind. And like concept, there's so many examples where it's like, oh, you know, I don't know if I'm going to say something on this, but that's fine, because James is going to say it. Like, James is going to immediately discuss and just offer his thoughts and his insights. And they're always valuable. They're always something that I appreciate. I don't think I know anyone who hits the mark as often as you do with just like sharing yourself. And that's amazing.
Yes.
Oh. That's. Oh. And I'm so, as much as difficult it is to receive compliments, I am so glad we did this. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else, but
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like this has been super nice.
I'm feeling real good about myself. And
You
thank
should feel good about yourself.
Oh yeah, man.
James, are
Alright, so
we
that
on
just-
our third strike or
No.
second? I can't remember.
We're on our
Colin's
third.
not getting out of.
No,
We're on our
we're
third.
not letting
yeah.
him
Well,
out
I'm just
this.
saying it's like getting to be about 11, and that's usually when we wrap
Listen.
up. And
Well,
so anyway, I think it's time to.
11.
I think it's time.
okay,
Yep.
everybody, I will stall him out on the boss fight as long as I can. We gotta
Nice.
go.
Over and over.
Listen, I have my own streaming channel. We can just hop over there.
Ah,
It's fine. It's fine.
And then I'll just like tag you in it, put it on your stream channel.
Well, just do Animal
Discord.
Crossing strikes, but it's you running around with a net hitting villagers.
Strikes.
That's how it is. That's how it is striking.
Can you go to like the islands with people? I've never tried that, like the random
mm,
ones.
stop. That's a question for another
Yes,
time.
you can.
I'm sorry.
That would be
You're trying to
definitely
stall.
Animal Crossing strikes. Also, the great part is that I do host your Twitch channel when I'm offline on Twitch, which is all the time because I stream on YouTube. So
Those poor,
who
poor
wants to start
people.
off?
Oh,
Should we leave it to Katie? Should we save Katie's for a bit later? I wanna put, like,
I've
a
got
big-
enough good things to say that I could start off. I could do cleanup, anything you want.
Yeah,
Clean up.
kind of to be expected. That makes sense. Okay.
I can go. I don't mind. I've kind of been hanging towards the end. So Colin, and I think I've said this to you as well. Like every once in a while try to have nice conversations with people, but as I'm now picking to go first and trying to like find the right way to phrase it. I think Colin is better at bringing people together than anyone I have ever known in my life. And I think if I had to go and pick someone out of a crowd and be like, here is someone who you could connect with and like I would trust you with for like all the things that you are and all that I value about you, and knowing like navigating to set you up with someone who would just be a good person for you, it would be Colin. Like he feels like he brings us together all the time, and not just because we're indecisive about like what we want to do, and unfortunately it falls to Colin to make the decision about what we're going to do, something I'm sure he loves.
But
like,
let's be real, we do that.
we do
Yes.
that, yeah. But like that's who Colin is he's always thinking about other people and like connecting with other people and doing checks with other people, and not in like a direct obvious way or in a like, you know, because he cares way. Like he wants the group to be cohesive. He wants everyone to be having like their experience. That's why he's going to be a fantastic project manager and already in what he's doing. But like it's what makes him a fantastic friend as well to everybody, is because he will always be able to connect and be a safe person for them to share themselves with. And that's also super unique. Like, and I feel pretty good about assessing people and knowing like, oh, these are two personalities that won't go together. Colin is someone, I don't think I can pick someone that wouldn't fit with him, because he would fit with them and he would be right for what they need. And that's a gift.
Just gonna go into this
Spot
little
on.
corner over here and aim my
Oh,
gun
yeah.
at the ground.
No.
you,
Listen,
sir.
realize I'm
I'm
really
vaccinated.
super
I will
nice.
drive to your house.
That's right.
You can't come in, it's COVID. This ain't Texas.
Hey, I'm
She can
vaccinated.
stand outside the window and yell in, though.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's true.
and I'm very loud.
It'd be great
Also,
to have
because I
somebody come yell compliments at you outside your window.
I
Bet the
wanna
neighbors wouldn't love it.
That's fair.
pile on. Colin is also one of the most effective, self-reflective people I've ever known. I don't doubt for a
Yes.
minute that Colin is just perpetually trying to be a better Colin, which is tough because he's already amazing. but he is always thinking about just being better and doing better, and that's what all of us should strive for.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Seth. That was really sweet.
That sounds about right.
Oh, fuck you!
I don't know what.
Get out of here! You're not allowed
Now
to
we
come
are
in
just in
here
time.
at the end of the show, you motherfucker.
You come just in time for Colin's
I have no idea
sunrise.
what's going on. I've only been here for like a minute.
This, well,
Yes!
strikes are over, so
Casey!
thanks for joining
No.
the show tonight, guys. Oh, yeah, you tell him, Finley.
You!
Oh my god.
What we've been doing is we've been doing the subject, Casey, was a thing about a personality we like, a thing about our personality that we are working on or that we're frustrated with, and then we tacked onto it and added a thing that we like about each other person in the stream. So we're at the point now where we are moving around and complimenting everyone in turn. Well, complimenting makes it sound fake. Being truthful with everyone in turn about just how fucking great they are, even if they don't.
Oh, jeez.
Finley,
You know,
quiet.
So
And we're on to
Colin,
Colin right now.
Come here. Finley,
he is
quiet.
the last
Come here.
person on the initial list, unless you want to get in on this case.
Casey definitely
It's
has to
probably
go.
Too late for that.
It's too late for
Well,
that.
It's still Colin's turn, so we'll let Casey reach a decision. In the meantime,
Oh.
fucking great, Colin. You come from Mordor. I mean, what else is there to say?
Dude, you
Oh,
come
God.
out Mordor.
Yeah. Your name is Colin Cooper. Or did you say your name was Sauron? I thought you said you were still Colin Cooper. You just told me you came
Yeah,
from Mordor.
I
Right?
think I was Colin and I come from Mordor.
Hell, man. You just
That sounds like something you'd say.
yeah, it is.
Sorry for jumping
He
in,
said it.
James.
Oh no, you're fine, man. Feel
No.
free to comment at any point.
Finley,
I'm just
good boy.
God, it's like you are always, at least for me, I know I make a lot of these very like self-centric, but that's the frame I have to work from. Like you are the right person at the right time every time for me. Like
Wow.
if there is a point in time when I need a thing or I know a thing or I need to talk to somebody or just like hell, the number of times when we messaged each other within seconds of having an idea, like, fuck, man.
We do have great ideas.
I just like I don't want to just say, "Well, you're great," but like when I think of the word "great" and I apply it to friends, you are the person who comes to mind. You are just I don't know, man. There's nobody like you, thank goodness. Other than you. And I don't know where I would be without you, or the kind of person I would be. The things that I've learned about myself and about what it means to be. I mean, frankly, a functional adult, among other things, is just hell. You've kind of been this constant force in my life for so long. It's I can't even imagine.
Well, that's really
My bro.
very kind of you. Thank you. Oh man, this is hard. This was not part of the plan for this night.
Get in your feels, brother. Let's see. I will go next. I think that Colin, I have a very specific and deep friendship and bond with you
Yeah.
that I can't really assign to another person. That, you know, we went through a lot of fucking hell, and I say it every so often. I'm sorry, Seth has probably heard it too many times, but you know, you say like when you have like friends and stuff, you know, you cross paths with them, and I don't think that's for us. I think that what we are is two parallel lines, because coincidentally our lives seem to
Finley.
have similar things happening in them very close together.
Yeah, definitely.
And it made it so that, and I won't speak for you, but it made me feel less alone, and that I
Yes.
wasn't the only person dealing with it. I didn't feel alone, and you know, when you're a teenager, that's like literally the end of the world. So
Right.
I mean, even as an adult, but especially a teenager going through different pruning stages. But it doesn't make me question whether or not like our friendship would be long term. Like, I think it's always gonna be there.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're basically like my brother.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that you helped me get through some of the hardest times of stuff that I didn't know why I was
Finley.
dealing with the shit that I was, and
Come here.
I wouldn't for a long time, and yay therapy. But
Therapy is great.
it is. I'm pro therapy. If you don't have the right therapist, keep looking. They're
Yes.
out there. I mean, I think of like
Quiet.
how many nights like I couldn't sleep and we would just talk on the phone all night.
Yeah.
Or until one of us fell asleep. Or usually it was you.
Yeah. That's true.
That doesn't change. Or even when I moved down here to Grand Rapids, and I literally knew no one except you, and it was just another constant of you made me feel safe.
Yeah.
And it was a good feeling to feel safe with at least one person when I didn't feel safe anywhere.
Thank you. For what it's worth, I feel the same way, you know, like, I don't know. We've always had, like, I know that we're actually related, but we've always had, like, this, like, beyond that kind of, like, family thing. And, I don't know. It means a lot to me. So thank you.
I dropped out for a second. Something went wrong.
That's okay. It's your turn.
It's my turn.
Yes.
So
The-
Colin
the
already
monthly
knows
then.
all this. Because I text it to him all the time.
Oh my
But
god,
he-
Finley. Stop. He's so loud. Gotta be quiet.
But you're the best person. You are. It's like Seth said, you're constantly like looking at your own personality and trying to be better, and that makes me better. And just like you're so funny and so disarmingly charming, and you have no idea. Like the
Well,
thing
you've
that
told
you
me
do
now,
when
so
you
you've
get really
ruined it.
drunk and you introduce everybody to each other. I love that so much. And like you low-key do that when you're not drunk. You just connect everybody. And you're sweet. You're just like the sweetest person. And you're sensitive and you're empathetic to the point where like being around you makes me more sensitive and empathetic. And you make me laugh, you make me happy, and you make everybody around you so happy, and I don't know if you know that. Anyway, that got
Thank you. That was
You're
very,
just- you're the
very
best
nice.
person.
I realized I was muted, but
Oh.
Good.
Yeah, thank you. I don't have anything else to say, but thank you. Oh my god.
God, that's always a rough feeling, huh? You know, you keep racking your brain because your brain keeps telling you there's something better you can say than thank you, but that's about the only thing that ever comes out. But at least it's genuine and heartfelt.
But I do think that now
And you
we should do a round of KC compliments.
Jeez.
is Casey still in here or is he
Oh,
gone
he's
silent?
Oh, he's right
here.
there.
But OGs, didn't you just hear him go OGs? The classic
No, I-
Casey OGs?
Jeez.
The Casey OGs that I've heard since I was in fucking first grade?
Second
Yeah.
grade, James.
Oh,
Aww.
Jeez.
second grade. Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh my
Also,
god.
James, I've been stuck
The
out of
human-
bounds for like 15 minutes in this strike, I swear.
Oh, sorry. We'll try to load you in somewhere.
No, there I go. Just shot myself with
You
a
don't
rocket
have
launcher.
to keep stalling, James.
You know, what is...
I
What
think
is
Casey
Mhm.
is the human opposite of mansplaining, if that's possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is
That's so
like
real.
the human equivalent of the opposite, like the invert of mansplaining. He knows a lot, and he's willing to share it, and he doesn't like talk down to anybody when doing so.
But only if you can answer his riddles 3.
Ah!
That's so true, though.
Thanks.
real true. Mhm.
Does he
I
have
try.
wares for sale?
Potion seller. Casey, again, I've said this every time because I feel like I need to just caveat that there are so many more things that I could say about all of you. Casey, you see not just like the world, but also existence and civilization and philosophy in a way that I think is so, how do I say this? Like, you have helped me think about the world in ways that I don't know that I ever would if we hadn't like become such good friends and had these conversations, and kind of like, I don't know, like, I don't want to say like you opened my mind, but like you definitely helped me as a person who, like, whether I would have admitted it or not, like had a lot of very rigid thoughts about how the world worked, to like understand like not only other perspectives but also like sort of like what I want to call the true nature of things, right? Like trying to examine things aside from my personal biases and like baggage about the thing. I don't know if any of this is making sense. I swear I'm sober, but it's I don't know. That's my thing. You definitely have changed how I think about the world in ways that I think are positive.
Thanks, Colin.
Yeah.
I would definitely say basically the same thing for you.
Thank you. All right, who's up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Pile on Casey, get him.
What? Was my mic not working?
Oh no, it was.
No, it was. Were you
Oh,
Were you in
okay.
the middle of speaking?
Oh,
Casey?
sorry.
No. It's okay.
5 kills. I got 5
Shut up,
kills. in this
Stacey.
strike.
We're gonna say nice things.
Yeah.
Yeah, serious. Oh.
Casey's the nat 20 of people.
Wow.
Straight
Dang.
18s.
I have to agree, though.
No, I mean, I it's jumping, I guess, off of what both of you were saying when talking about Casey. But Casey, I mean, obviously, to quote Goodwill Hunting, for the second time today, our boy is wicked smart. He just knows like so much, which is mind-blowingly impressive. And he's also one of the people like, and we joke about this, but I mean it, to where Casey will say something and it's like, I'm pretty confident it was something else, but it's like, oh, well, no, though, but Casey's right. Like, because he thinks about stuff so much, and I trust his judgment so much that like you can just rely on Casey to have put good human being thought into anything, whether it be philosophical about our existence as people or mechanical about something and how it runs. Like, he's just a very trustworthy individual, and he does explain it. Like, low-key pet peeve, and this happens a lot, of people like jumping in and explaining something that, not that it necessarily doesn't need to be explained, but like doing it in a way where it's more like they're asserting their knowledge more than trying to be helpful. And this is probably exactly what Katie was saying, but that's never once Casey. Like, Casey has never thrown in some piece of information that has corrected something else, or that has like offered new insight that isn't just immediately appreciated. Like,
Yes.
oh, absolutely, Casey. Like, that's awesome. Thank you for adding that. Like, thank you for making us all smarter and better and having a better understanding of the things around us, because you're Casey and you think about stuff and you know so much. I don't understand it, but it's beautiful because you share it with us every day.
Can I add
He's also
one thing
really
to my?
funny.
Oh, sorry.
Like, Casey throws in the best one-liners. It makes me laugh every single goddamn time. Like, it's hilarious.
I
You guys
I also
are
want to
making
say
me
that I
think everything now.
I feel like, Casey, you are really passionate about stuff, like just about like learning, and like understanding the world. And I don't mean that in like a scholastic way. It's because you like actually care about learning how things are. So, sorry, I did too.
Oh, I mean, that's right. It's like, it's almost like ambient to me. Like, I always just assume Casey just happens upon a piece of information and then files it away because he knows it will be useful someday. And it's not that Casey doesn't like to learn. He just, because obviously he does. He just absorbs everything from around him, from what he sees. But yeah, we can go on and on about how amazingly smart Casey is, and we will. I gotta say, man, you are. I think the word I would best use to describe you as a friend is, and maybe this will sound cheesy, but I would choose steadfast as a very good word to describe you as a friend and as a person. You stick both to your convictions, but you're also someone who examines their own convictions consistently and is willing to change their outlooks or opinions if new information is provided. But also, like, I don't know, man. I don't feel like there is ever a risk that you would not be straight with any of us, or that there would be anything you have tucked away, some dark and hidden secret that you would have already just, basically told everyone, because what's the point in keeping it a secret? And just, you're the Rock, man, and not like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, though he's cool too. Just I don't know. In a lot of ways, I feel like you're a what would be another good word? Keystone, maybe. We're gonna go with a lot of building metaphors.
Yeah.
Like, in my mind, like you're like the center. You've just, I'm terrible at compliments. You're steadfast, and it's something I really have appreciated for a very long time. You know, I a little embarrassed about it now, but I can still think back to just like those few times in my life where I, as a kid, had a bad thing happen to me. Like I remember when the family pet died, I called you. It was just like I didn't even think about it. You were just the person I called when Becky passed away, and I just know scenarios like that have happened multiple times throughout our friendship, throughout my life, and I don't know, man. I guess I kind of. I always felt like you have an emotional stability that is just so. I can just count on it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like comforting.
Yeah, exactly. It means a lot.
Take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah. Thanks, James.
Sure, Casey.
All right, who's up? Who's up?
I think it's me.
Yeah.
Also, I'd just like to point out that I like how all of us lamented about getting complimented, and we compliment Casey, and he's like, "Yep, thanks."
Because I don't
Casey's
want
the
to
best
say
at accepting.
Stop.
This should surprise
not-
you, Jess.
That's not my thing. Okay.
Nope, that was her thing. She's done.
No, nah. Do not take advantage of my emotional instability. I think, Casey, you have a way of, you are totally into the insane, weird, childlike scenarios and don't question them unless safety is involved, because safety should be probably involved. I'm referencing like things like, hey, do y'all want to go down to the Aquinas College and make a burger quenye with our leftover Halloween costumes and just leave it there?
That was
You want to
dope.
go sledding down that hill on plastic sheets?
Yeah, I mean that nothing went wrong with that at all.
No,
I forgot
nothing.
about safety that time, but
I mean,
Or
you can only do what you can do.
like
Sage words.
the stair mattress sled that we had for a long time. Like, I think that, yeah, that was a good time. I miss that sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Burton has too many stairs in it. But I think that you have a very even way of where others may look and say, like, why are you doing that? That's so childish, or that's so childlike. Like, you know, you're supposed to be an adult, grow up. I think that instead you challenge it to but it's fun, so why am I not going to do it? And you make people second guess that. So kind of like what Colin was saying, in that you have a way of just like saying it and making someone else question their belief on the matter, but not in a way of like putting them down or making them feel like stupid or something like that, but in a way of making them question, like, well, why do you not want to go sledding down a hill? Like, what's wrong with that? And I feel like you say it in a way that makes the person walk away going like, Oh my God, what is wrong with that? Why do I have this belief?
Why am I
And-
just sliding down hills all the time?
Yeah, and to just like, if you want to do it, then do it. It's not hurting anyone. Like, just fucking
Yeah.
live your life. Who the hell cares? And I mean, to the point of like, hey, do you want to go to Chicago and like see Amanda Palmer and Dresden Dolls with me? Like, in 2 weeks? Yep, sounds great. Cool. All right. I guess to reflect for me, it helped show that like it's okay to be that kind of person where you like these more childlike things that others may say like, you know, you need to give that up, like move on with it. You're an adult now, but instead it's like, no, I like this and I'm gonna like it and that's okay, and who are you to tell me otherwise? But without the like passive aggressive face.
Very
Resting-
matter of fact.
Yes, thank you. Very matter of fact, just like, no, that's how it is. What's wrong with you? But not
This
saying
is
it in a way that,
unequivocally fun. Like,
yes,
this is.
sorry.
You can't make an argument that this isn't fun. We're gonna do it.
Yeah. Like, just to like live your life. Who cares if you like it and nobody is getting like outwardly extensively hurt from it, except for, sorry Katie, that whole thing with your leg, but like, who
Why
the
are
hell
we
cares?
blaming that on Casey?
I'm not
Yeah.
blaming it on KC.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
Sounds like
I'm
Casey
saying-
always
My
secretly
fault.
blamed you for that.
Someone told me I couldn't have fun, and I just went with it because apparently I go into it 110%, and the next thing you know, we've got
Please.
broken legs. So,
Oh, legs multiple.
well, we have two. But yeah, okay. I'm sorry. My words are getting harder now that the night is getting on.
So good.
There we go.
We did it.
How does everybody feel?
Loved and awkward in equal measure. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Really tired.
I'm ready for round two, but not me. But like I'll do it for all of you.
No, Seth
Right,
wants
round
round
two
two.
of Seth.
Seth wants round
I got an
two.
idea.
Yep.
Let's go
Just
get
for
Nate.
Seth.
Let's
Oh,
go get
yeah,
Nate.
where's Nate?
No, wait. Nate has expressed he does not enjoy that. So we should not
is
try to
very
go
true.
get him.
That is very
That's
true.
true. What if we all just write
Picturing,
him little
like-
letters and put them in his mailbox?
Could we write letters that are all really, really shitty backhanded compliments? That might be more his style.
That would
I-
be his style.
I did get, and Katie's the only one who's gotten one so far, but I did get a Cards Against Humanities pack of like greeting cards. And
Oh.
I mean, it could pull out some of those. Katie's the only one who's gotten one so far, so I think I've still got like 10 more, 11 more.
James, we're gaining people at our table.
Yeah, we've done it. We've gained one person to come sit with us while we talk about this.
You guys have a table?
Colin has a table that's on fire. He has an emote that's that "this is fine." The dog sitting at the flaming table. So it summons
okay.
the table and a chair.
And James is sitting backwards in a chair like a cool teacher.
That's right, like a cool youth pastor. That's me. All right,
Oh God.
Yeah.
let's sit down and talk about the Lord, huh?
Yeah. The
Well,
traveler.
you and I can both agree that Jesus ain't no square, right? He's a hip happening dude.
All right.
Loves you
Well,
very much.
on that note, this has been Slight at Night. Thanks for watching.
Feel the
Full of love.